If you're watching this video, chances are that you or someone you know is suffering from depression. While depression can make you feel isolated, it's important to know that you are not alone. Statistics Canada estimates that 8% of people will experience depression at some point in their lives. That's over 36,000 people in British Columbia alone and over 2.5 million people Canada-wide. Depression can make you feel tired and take away your motivation to exercise. Some of you will also be experiencing physical pain, which can be discouraging and prevent you from exercising. However, it's important to incorporate physical activity into your daily life. Many studies have shown that exercise is an effective intervention for people with depression. An overall improvement in mood and reduction of symptoms is usually seen even with small increases in exercise. The ability to function in everyday life and respond to negative situations also generally improves with increases in physical activity. More people suffering from depression go into remission when they include exercise in their treatment plan than when taking medication alone. In fact, 60% of adults who said they exercise regularly report lower rates of depression compared with less active adults, and the benefits are often long-term. The idea of exercise can be intimidating, especially to someone who is depressed. Many people assume that to be active, you have to be running, going to the gym, lifting weights, or something else that is equally taxing. In truth, even small changes can make a big difference. For example, here are some lifestyle changes you can make to help you get more exercise in your everyday life. Another form of exercise you could engage in is called aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercise refers to any activity that can be continued for a relatively long period of time, at least 10 minutes. Forms of aerobic exercise that you could engage in are the following: walking, hiking, swimming, dancing, running, and cycling are all aerobic activities. Some other ways to add more aerobic activity to your day include using the stairs instead of the elevator and choosing to walk or cycle instead of driving. With winter coming, activities like mall walking allow people to enjoy the positive effects of walking without having to suffer through the wind, rain, or snow, though shoveling the walk or building a snowman can also have positive benefits. Don't forget that these changes don't all need to be made at once. You can try making 1 or 2 changes, and once you become comfortable with those, you can add more. On days when leaving the house is not an option, you can still get exercise even when sitting on your couch and watching TV. Some exercises you could do are the following.
Begin with proper sitting form and make sure you keep both hips down. Slowly rotate side to side. Your arms can be at a comfortable place. Remember to breathe and go slow. Only move through a comfortable range of motion. If you feel any significant pain, please stop. When performing the bicep curl, keep your elbows, upper arm, and body still. For the downward movement, keep your elbows slightly bent. For the upward movement, your hands should come up to about shoulder height. This exercise can be done with or without weights. You can use anything around your house as weights, such as water bottles or cans of food. The tricep extensions also require you to keep your elbows and upper arms still. Extend your arms straight up and then bend your arms at the elbow. Your upper arms should be by your ears prior to starting this exercise. This exercise can also be done with or without weights. Remember to maintain your proper sitting form. If you find that you are struggling to maintain proper sitting form, do not try to overexert yourself and perform this exercise. While performing a fly, one must put your arms in front of your torso with elbows slightly bent and palms facing towards each other. Make sure you don't move your arms too far back past your shoulders. While performing the punches, start with your arms tucked close to the body with palms facing your chest. While punching, alternate the punching arm and rotate the arm so that the palm rotates to face the floor. Do not completely straighten your arm all the way.
Single leg lifts are performed with legs bent in a sitting position. Alternate stepping motions with each foot. raising the knee up to a comfortable height. In a sitting position, raise both knees up at the same time to a comfortable height to perform a double leg lift. Try to keep upper body stable to prevent rocking. In and out stepping is performed with legs bent in a sitting position. Alternate stepping motions to the side with toes facing forwards, keeping a comfortable range of motion. For this exercise, rest on your side with your head in a supported position. Keep your toes facing forward while lifting the top leg up into the air. Switch sides and repeat.
Try to choose 3 or 4 of the demonstrated exercises and perform them as often as possible. Perform each exercise until you can do at least 15 repetitions without any weight. Then try 3 or 4 different exercises until you can perform about 15 repetitions of these as well. When you feel ready to add weights, you can make or find weights in your own home.
Making your own equipment allows you to exercise at home and save money. You can easily make 3 pieces of equipment at home for little to no cost. First, we'll show you how to make your own weights. All you need is an empty bottle that has a cap, some sand or small pebbles and water. Fill the bottle with the sand or pebbles until the desired weight is achieved. If the bottle is full and you want to increase the weight further, add some water. Screw on the lid when finished. Now you can use these weights right away for arm exercises or to add weight to leg exercises. Next, we will show you how to make a resistance band. All you will need is a thick waistband elastic, which you can find for a low cost at a material store. Play around with different types of bands and find one that you like. Then, decide if you prefer 1 or 2 meters. 1 meter is sufficient for most people, but if you plan on doubling up the resistance, 2 will be better for you. Third, we'll show you how to make gliders. Gliders can be made from old towels or rags that are cut to fit entirely under your shoe, or a simple pair of socks will do. Find either a hardwood or tile floor in your house and start sliding forwards, backwards, and sideways. The towels will give you a better workout as you'll have to keep your feet on the floor to stay on them. As your fitness level increases, you may also want to consider adding in some standing exercise. Some examples of these are the following.
To start, stand at shoulder width with your toes pointing forwards. When performing a squat, keep your weight on your heels so your knees don't move forward past your toes. Bend from the hips to a sitting position and return to a standing position. Take a large step forward and bend your back leg down towards the ground to complete a lunge. Push off with your front leg back to a standing position and repeat with the other leg. Try and keep the knee of your front leg stationary over your toes. Take a large step backwards and bend your back leg down towards the ground to complete a step back. Push off with your back leg to a standing position and repeat with the other leg. Try and keep the knee of your front leg stationary over your toes.
Keep in mind that there are many different standing exercises you could do. We've only provided you with a very small sample. For more information on exercises you could do, please look at the pamphlet on depression and exercise, also distributed by the BCCPD. For any physical activity, you should set goals to help you stick to your exercise plan. Some things to consider when setting goals are the following. Goals should be self-controlled, meaning you should be the one setting your own goals. You should also publicize them and let others help you reach your goals. For example, post them on the fridge or share them with family and friends. Include rewards to help you motivate yourself. Reward yourself when you meet a certain goal. Make sure your goals are specific and can be measured. Your goals should also be achievable and realistic. Make sure to set goals that you are sure you can accomplish. Finally, make sure your goals are time-based. Set goals for a certain time period, such as something you would like to achieve by the end of the week or the end of the month. When and if you are ready for more intense exercise, always keep in mind that you have options other than going to the gym. For example, go for a run, go hiking, ride a bicycle, or go for long walks. Make sure you keep in mind to set goals and never be afraid to start small and work your way up from there. We hope that this video has shown you how exercise can help you feel better, that even small changes to your daily routine can make a big difference, and given you some ideas on how to get started. If you're having trouble getting motivated, ask a friend, partner, or family member to exercise with you. What's important to remember, though, is that everyone falls off the track every once in a while. What matters is that you don't let that discourage you from continuing to exercise. For more information, please have a look at the pamphlet on depression and exercise, or contact the BC Coalition for People with Disabilities.